Okay, welcome back to Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades VR. I am the Creamy Dreamer. I hope that you enjoy my new intro. That is my dog Clive, and I put that together yesterday. I like how that turned out. So anyway, today I wanted to do something a little bit different. This is called the Proving Grounds. I want to show you those guys, which are the new enemies, the new hot dog enemies, which I'll get to momentarily. You can see they wear various types of armor. They are very cool. I can't wait till they're in Take and Hold. And then on top of that, I just wanted to quick show you a little bit about how bullet penetration works in this game. Now this is a 5.7, my favorite pistol, and these are some hollow points. So we're going to pop that in, and I'm just going to quick show you with this thin metal plate. Look at that, every single bullet head on is getting stopped. Now if I load it with these, those are armor piercing, you can see, boom, 1, 2, and 3. They're stopping on the third one, they're not penetrating all the way through. Very cool. So that's just a quick thing. You can also see, now those are metal. Now let me show you with this wood over here. You can see they kind of wobble. After they go through, they come off at a different angle, and they do have less velocity at that point. So if I were to shoot somebody standing behind a couple blocks of these pieces of wood, he wouldn't be nearly as hurt if I just put one right in his face. Whoops. At close range. So let me show you these guys. Now about that material I was showing you, how they have wood and metal, you can see these guys have varying degrees of body armor themselves. Let me get some hollow points in here. Like this guy's got a metal mask. Those hollow points bounced right off, but because I am shooting him in the face, you can see those horseshoes around his head. He is concussed a little bit, so he is he's not taking a whole lot of damage. But if he were to have a gun and he gets confused like that, he might just get up and start shooting wildly, or, you know, doing something weird like that. Now if I pop in these armor piercers, you can see that the first one hit the thick part of the armor, the second one hit the thin part and actually went right through. Also with these new guys, they bleed, which is very fun. So you can cause damage, like bleeding damage, shoot him there. He's concussed, he is still alive, but he's bleeding. And he is constantly taking damage as he bleeds, and eventually he will just die. Just like that. And these guys are super satisfying to shoot. Feels like you're shooting a bunch of meat. Now let's go to this guy here. Now he is pretty heavily armored. He's got a nice helmet there. Oh, did that go right through? I cannot tell. Either way, those little tootsies are ripe for the shooting. Now, another thing with these guys, if you shoot there, look at that, he's got ammo pack. Some of that's going through, some of it's deflecting off. It's not actually going to hurt him at all. And my armor piercing ones are going through. But you gotta hit them right in their domes. And that'll hurt him. But if it's only going through the armor and not actually hitting his body segments, he will be okay. Now another fun thing about these guys is you can actually grab them and hold them. So like, if I'm, oop, I dropped my gun. If I'm engaging this guy right here, and I pick up his buddy and he's shooting at me and I'm shooting back at him, I gotta stop just reloading all the time. Yep. Okay, so me and this guy are engaging each other. He's shooting at me, and I'm holding this guy up. That guy's gonna absorb all those bullets. Oop, that one ricocheted off and actually hit me. Did a little bit of damage. Ah! And once I'm done with this guy, I can grab him
in the neck of the woods
and just rip his freaking head off. In fact, if I wanted, I could just rip off most of him and carry around just the armored segment. Just to give me a little extra shieldage over here. But anyway, on to these guys here. Now you can see these guys are lined up pretty nicely. Now let me make sure I got the armor piercers in here. Watch this. Go through one, get the other. Very nice. If I was using a higher caliber, you can get a Quigley doing that. The first guy died, but this guy, the bullet lost enough velocity that he ended up surviving. So, pop that out. Now watch his metal breastplate there. We'll hit it at an angle. Look at that. Those are bouncing right off of him. Very nice, guy. Cool armor. Actually, let's go ahead and finish the job with you. There's just something so satisfying about shooting these new sausage guys. I cannot wait until they are in Taken Hold. For real. They are a lot of fun to just plink away at. But you can see, again, with these guys' metal armor here, they do have little areas where they are exposed. And you can shoot that area. Very cool. So, like, even if I'm going around with these hollow points, which aren't going to go through the metal very well, and I'm shooting this guy, he's bouncing off all over. If I can hit him right there, it'll do a little bit of extra damage. Of course, his little tootsies are super exposed as well. Come here, buddy. But you can always grab them and just right in their weak spots. Alright, now for one last thing I wanted to show you guys here. I have a bunch more of these guys spawned. Okay, that's actually not what I wanted to show you. Okay, so we have these guys. Look at that guy doesn't even have any armor. Come on. And that guy's killing people already. Not fair. Okay, now that that's out of the way. So these guys, you can actually spawn guns. These guys are called Sosigs. And if you spawn some guns, just spawn a bunch, you can turn them on. Invisible, and they're all going to be, I'm going to make them all different. Actually, no, I'll make them all the same for now. Make them wander around. They'll start picking up guns. They'll pick up multiples if they stop at them. That guy's got a knife, crowbar. So these guys are all armed. Very cool, very cool. And they're just going to start patrolling around. You can hear they do speak a little bit. Hold on just a second. This room's off limits for you guys. Back! Stay back! Alright, let's make them fight. All different. Now they're going to kill each other. Very cool. Ooh!
Got a beef with you.
Alright, that guy is angry at him. You gotta wonder, is there still a little bit of life in these guys or what? Ooh. So here is our survivor. Now he's gonna walk around back to patrol. He's gonna start picking up other people's guns. Now I could actually... Oops. I can grab his guns right off of him. Look at that. Just take it right from him. And their guns, as you can see, are modeled to kind of look a little bit like a real gun, but a toy version of it, like this little bolt-action rifle. There are no moving parts, other than that little slide. But it is just semi-automatic. And once it's out of ammo, I can't reload it. They can, but I cannot. So these guns are just good for them to use. They are a little bit easier. I can't even two-hand them, but I'm assuming are easier than making them operate something as complex as a realistic firearm with all the moving parts and things there. So that's our guy, and I'm gonna go ahead and borrow your pistol, buddy, and thanks for playing the game. Good job winning. It looks like he's got the right idea. and I will see you guys next time.